If you show up every single day, the results have no choice but to follow. Because success does not need approval. If you are relentless about your goals, you will inevitably achieve them. There is no way around that. But most people have the approach, when they get really motivated about something, of doing it at a really intense level. But because they do it so intense, they fall off after a few weeks or months. And I used to be the exact same way when I started my whole journey of becoming my true self. I used to have a routine where it took me 3 hours after waking up just to get done with that before I could actually start working on the thing I wanted to. Because I did a cold shower, stretch, journaling, meditation, and all these things which I think are great, but I didn't get at the thing which I actually wanted to. And what's here so important to understand that it's not about motivation. It's about being the person. And I specifically say being, because if you act like the person every single day that you want to technically become in the future, you start acting like it. If you say, hey, this is me right now, this is the person I want to be, you are that already here, you start acting. And I think that's so important to understand based off the concept of self-congruence. If you start acting in alignment with who you see yourself as, so meaning your values, who you are deep down and want to be, are aligned with the person and your actions, then everything will flow seamlessly. And also regarding that, I think it's super important to understand the concept of what I like to call a journey mindset and not a goal mindset. So a goal mindset would be that, let's say, money is always a good example, a person who wants to do 10K a month and they work so hard for it. And after they hit 10K a month, they want to do 20. And then they hit that and then 50 and 100. And the problem if you always, your key like intrinsic motivation, what gets you out of bed is something external, you will fall into the hedonic treadmill of more and more. Because if you don't do it for yourself and who you want to be, you always do it for the next thing, you will keep chasing and chasing. But if you start focusing on the journey, on every single step on the way, then everything will come naturally. Because if you become the person you want to be, let's say a millionaire, let's say somebody with a six-pack, somebody who helps millions of people, and you say you are that person in the moment, you will start acting naturally. And I'm 100% convinced that all these other things, which of course are in some way goals, will become a natural byproduct if you just focus on yourself. And yeah, regarding how to achieve those goals, actually, you need to ask yourself the question, how bad do you actually want it? How bad do you want it? Because your goal should be a non-negotiable, not a maybe. It should be the thing you skip other things for. And you start collecting more and more data for yourself of you actually pursuing that. And while pursuing that, you also give yourself more proof that you are the person in the moment you already want to become. I hope you understand where I'm coming from here. So it's so crucial to be honest with yourself, because you know what you do on a day-to-day basis, and you should critically ask, does this bring me closer to that, or does it bring me further away? Because your real desire should be your number one priority. And you're not gonna start all of a sudden making more time in your day. We only have 24 hours a day. You need to make more time for it if you actually care about it. For me, for example, it is posting every day. I post every single day on all the platforms, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram, and hopefully like also soon the long form here. And for me it's so important because I want to get this message out of how you can be able to shift your identity, because it changed my life personally. So it is the thing I always do first. I wake up and that's my to-do. Get a video out. And I'm not a big influencer, creator, however you want to call it yet. Like on Instagram, I make on average less than 1 follower per video. I sometimes spend 6 to 8 hours on it and I see 0 return, but I will not stop with this and prove to you that exactly what I'm talking about in this video is nothing but the truth. So, because as well here, if you show up every single day, you remove the pressure. I know if I post every single day, it is going to be a matter of time. Because if you show up every single day, at some point you will have that lucky day. There is no way around that. And if you also want me and to follow me on this journey and see me do that, then subscribe, because I am 100% confident. And for you, it should be the exact same whatever you want to do. Be so like that people think you're crazy, but you're not stopping. You're not stopping. And yeah, to come back here to the intrinsic motivation. I'm not a big fan of the word of motivation or the concept, because motivation is like an emotion. It fades. It's nothing that is really sustainable. But intrinsic motivation is what is used in psychology to really explain the pursuit of an activity or goal that gives you inherent satisfaction from within and doesn't have a separable consequence. So when you are intrinsically motivated, a person is moved to act for the fun or the challenge, so the process itself, and not for the outcome. Because this is also really, really crucial thing, the law of detachment. I'll also probably do a complete video about this as well, but the key essence is focus on the process, focus on the journey, and not on the goal or the outcome. Because if you become the person right now, if you change your self-image, everything will flow naturally. I was overweight 2 years ago. I felt like a piece of shit. And this is also why I looked like it. Like there's a picture right here, and there's a new picture of me. And it changed because I said I'm not a fat person anymore. I'm not that fat fuck. I'm fit. And since then, I've been working out steadily. Like this year, I'm working out every single day, and the results are slowly showing, because it's everything in life works based off compound interest. Compound interest is the most important thing, because with everything, you're not going to see results the first day, week, or month. Like even if you work out every single day for a month and you eat clean, you might see some progress, but it's not to the extent you of course wish for. But it stacks up. It stacks up more and more. And this progress is not always visible on the surface. But that doesn't mean it's not happening. That's so important to understand. Because every time you show up, you give yourself more proof. You give yourself more data that you are that person, and this will result in everything else flowing more naturally. Also regarding the compound effect, the law of accumulation tells exactly this. If you guys are also interested, I can do another video solely about this topic, but the essence really is keep going. The only thing that can stop you is inconsistency. If you keep showing up, you will have that lucky day. I'm 100% certain. I 100% believe in you. You have that vision for a reason. You have that goal for a reason. You need to just stay at it. Because the results come from the repetition, not from the intensity. Every day you show up, you vote for who you are. every day you skip, you vote against it. And yeah, that's just so crucial to understand. So please ask yourself right now, what is your number one goal? What is the number one thing you want to achieve? And then reflect on your day-to-day habits and ask, am I actually doing something every single day to get closer to that? Because you don't need more motivation, you don't need a big hack, a routine hack or change. You need just a new standard. You need to erase that old self and find more and more proof for that new self. Because to finish this up, where you are at right now in your life is because of your old self. Everything you did in your life brought you exactly here, where you are in this moment right now. But that person who got you here cannot get you to where you want to go. This is so crucial to understand. And I'm going to repeat one more time. The person you was got you right here, but that person cannot get you where you want to be. And that is why exactly you need to build more proof for the person you want to be, that you are right now. So go after it. I believe in you. Let's get it. We are on this journey together. Much love. Stay healthy and see you in the next one.